Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Today, John and I are going to share our predictions for what will get revealed over the next 2 days at Hasbro PulseCon. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special lunch break edition of Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and with me, as always, on Toy Geeks is my good friend John. John, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. This is like the early bird special, Toy
Yeah,
Geeks.
pretty much. You know, usually try this around lunchtime because that's usually when I have a free, time to get lunch during my workday. This is one of those work days where did not have a free moment until 3 today. So at Eastern time, that's when we're starting it. So if you couldn't make it during this time, apologize. Just that's what the schedule permitted. And John was available as well. So just that's what it worked. But I see a lot of UK people in the chat because it kind of is syncing up well with their time over across the pond. So welcome. They're all like, don't ever do that accent. Okay.
You're embarrassing yourself.
But the chat, there's people already here. Cobweb didn't know if he'd be able to make it in person, but he got the chat in there. So good to see you, Cobweb. Stephen Fox, I do apologize. I didn't have Power Rangers in the thumbnail originally. I added it because of your chat here. So thank you for that. Smedberg is here. Curious to see what the stretch goals will be for Rancor. We'll talk about that for sure. Retro Action is here. Damned Ash. Listening at work in the hospital he works at with earbuds. Some people listen to music at work. Others listen to Toy Geeks for toy predictions. Good to have you here, Damned Ash. Phineas Bog, come on, guys. Some of us have to work real jobs out here on the West Coast. Well, West Coast, it's like a lunch break there because it's like 12 there, right? Or something, maybe.
Yeah.
It's around lunch break time. West Coast, more so than the East Coast. J Mac is here. Retro Action, UK time. Luckily, yeah, indeed. David V. Comics. Glad I caught the alert, but I'm about to be driving, so I can't type. Well, good to have you here regardless. Martin is here. Greetings from across the pond. Finally caught you live. See, there we go. We're here for our UK friends today. Soundwave 278, Black Box Studios, Brandon 3G, Jamie Vaughn, Jonathan Morello, Throwback Girl. I'm off now. Good. Nick Dillinger, Pip Pip Cheerio. No, that was better. Iron Joe, Geek Strong. Austin WWE first time live. Well, welcome, Austin, first time live. Nick's Big Colorful Toy Show. Hi, you two. Always watch your show. Awesome kind of thank you for that and good wishes from Germany. So we're supporting all of Europe today with this stream, John.
Prestige worldwide.
Brian 3B, Eric Hell from Texas, and Gary. Hey guys, we blocked our work calendars for this. Well, thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
My friend. I still haven't seen him though in forever. I don't even know if he exists anymore.
We just see him in pictures. That's it.
just try to live vicariously through his travels. But yeah, exactly. Supporting Europe today, indeed. Toy Geeks worldwide. Yeah, that would be like our Toy Geeks. I guess worldwide. I was trying to think of another international Toy Geeks International edition. Maybe that's what we'll call this stream.
It's like the Justice League International.
Exactly. I am fighting a little cold because my kids brought home a sickness. So if I sound a little bit more nasally, that's why. I do apologize for that. But don't worry, I won't tell your jobs. And Canada, this is international edition. Holy moly, I love it. All right, so we are here to share our predictions for Hasbro PulseCon, which is happening tomorrow and Saturday. This will be a pretty quick session, our usual lunch break length, about 30 minutes. And we're just going to, in order, we're going to go through the schedule and kind of make our predictions. Would love to see your predictions as well in the live chat, so keep them coming when we go to the different sections. We'll plus those in as well. And then we'll have 2 special Toy Geeks this week after each day of the con. So 9 o'clock tomorrow, we will have our first session covering day 1. And that's going to be Power Rangers, Transformers, Star Wars, not really Ghostbusters, but it's there. And we will be joined by Ryan from the Yes Have Some crew. Really excited to have him on. If you've watched Toy Anxiety, arguably, you can't pick favorites, so I'm going to say my favorite. But but he knows he's my favorite. No, but excited to have him join us for tomorrow's recap of Hasbro PulseCon. And listen, HasLab, Star Wars, Power Rangers, Transformers. That's a big day on day one. And then that's tomorrow, 9:00. There will be a post. Make sure you hit subscribe and that bell icon to be notified when that episode's going to happen. And then the next day, day 2, I only have G.I. Joe and Marvel Legends here because I didn't already have the graphics ready to go. I'll probably add the others. But there'll be G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, Nerf, Fortnite, a couple other things. But G.I. Joe and Marvel Legends are going to be the big ones. And we'll be joined by none other than Mad Hatter from Mad Hatter Reviews. He is a big Joe fan, so excited to have him join us on Saturday's post-con recap. So that is the weekend's festivities around PowerCon. And since it is like a big event like PowerCon, we wanted to bring in some of our other YouTube friends to join us as well. And excited to have that. What's your thoughts around that, John?
I'm stoked. Those guys are great.
Yeah.
Great content, And ever since having Craig on and realizing that I knew him in a prior life, it's so strange.
Yeah.
I've really been trying to catch up on all their stuff. I was already watching Mad Hatter. So I'm doing a backlog of toy anxiety.
All I know is I need to watch Matt, because did Mad Hatter do a purchase video of Scareglow?
He did. Correct?
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Don't spoil me because it's on my list to watch. I definitely need to watch it before he's on, just so I can. His pre-order videos are some of my favorite things on YouTube. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm guessing, was it a fun video, at least to watch it?
Yes, it's fun to watch. Okay. It's fun to watch.
But will you do a regular show on Sunday as well? No, we will not do a regular show on Sunday. You're getting 2 late night John appearances, which maybe only happens once a year. So we need to be thankful we've got John for 2 nights at night, because John wakes up super early and he goes to bed early. So
yes, you might see me turn into a pumpkin live on screen.
So we did it last year. It was a lot of fun. These kind of post-con shows are a lot of fun. So really excited to have that. Agreed. Mad Hatter's reaction videos are classic. Totally agree. There's so many great YouTubers out there that are focused on toys and stuff like that. And especially post debate, we want to do our part to make sure that spread the love, share the love, and kind of make a really fun community. Gary, still 3 days in a row of Toy Geeks. You are worthy because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Do we have Twitter? No. I have a personal Twitter. The Geek Dad Life on Twitter was taken. So maybe one day I could get that back. We'll see. I really hope you talk about Universal Monsters Raphael as Frankenstein by NECA. That is a big bit of toy news. I don't know if we'll have time. We'll see. Maybe we'll sprinkle it in at some point this week.
Yeah.
If the reveals are that bad tomorrow,
we're gonna have some filler.
We can explore some of those, and maybe we'll ask Mad Hatter about that because he's a big Turtles fan. So we'll make sure that gets covered as well for sure. Anywho, all right. Without any further ado, we've only got like 22 minutes left now, John. Let's look at the festivities. Where are you at? Is it here? Here it is. Okay. So this is their list, and we're just going to go in order. So tomorrow, October 22nd, it starts at 11 a.m. It's pretty easy to follow on you. It's on the YouTube channel. It's usually a pretty solid stream. I will say I wonder if they'll keep the live chat going because it just turns into a Hasbro dump fest. So fast, but should still be a lot of fun. So this live stream starts at 11, and then it kicks off with Power Rangers. There's a Dino Fury panel, which I don't think there'll be much toy reviews during this one. It's pretty much, includes content news and reveals. Dino Fury Rangers. I don't think there'll be any toys in this one, though. I think the product panels where that will happen, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So that's for, it looks like 25 minutes, and then the product panel is a 30-minute panel. And brings fans news around expanding Lightning Collection product line as well as other special product drops. So they've already revealed that kind of retro VHS container Megazords toys. But John, we've had predictions that kind of continue and repeat with Lightning Collection. And now with Super 7's Power Rangers line, what's your prediction, or at least one prediction for Lightning Collection, if that's what's going to be a focus here tomorrow?
I'll be honest, I'm pretty disconnected from the current Power Rangers. I know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, we say the same things for every Power Rangers prediction.
Because they keep
Show it,
doing
time
it.
after time. I know. I'm gonna say, if they want to step up their game,
Mm-hmm.
they need to do a classic Megazord, not necessarily Mighty Morphin, any
Mm-hmm.
of them,
Yeah.
that you can take apart into individual Zords
Yep.
and put back together. Not like that Zeo
Mm-hmm.
Megazord they did
Yep.
last year?
I think so.
Where it was just an oversized figure.
Yeah.
Lame,
Yeah, it
just
is.
terrible. The only way they can fix it, make a Megazord, an actual Megazord that you can take apart, separate
Mm-hmm.
Zords. I gotta say, people probably want it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, because I have, actually, it's a little bit blocked right now, but I have the Sentinel, right? And why aren't they, if maybe there's some trepidation around doing a bigger Zord, why don't they just HasLab it? I would totally drop $300 on a Sentinel scaled Megazord, because, and the reason I thought of that was, for the longest time I've been just holding boxed X-Men Marvel Legends figures in anticipation of setting up a display. And then when Sentinel came out, I was like, okay, that's going to be a display. And then finally, when I put this out, I finally opened up all of those Marvel Legends figures for that display.
Mm-hmm.
And as I've been reorganizing my room, I had all my Lightning Collection figures out, and I was putting them away. And I was like, is the only time I may get to these is if they do a big Megazord. And I feel like that's the case. I feel like that's going to be the thing that has to happen for me to break these out and want to set up a cool display. And so if it's HasLab or not, I don't care, but I'm with you. Like, we need a large scaled one, and it doesn't look like HasLab's going to happen. So for Power Rangers, but you own the property, right? They bought Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So why are they dragging their feet?
I mean, they put out quite a bit of the Lightning Collection figures, but it seems like, don't give us more that terrible metal flake finish that they had on, the last round of reissues.
Mm-hmm.
Put the resources into something better.
Yeah.
And I don't think it could be a HasLab, but it doesn't need to be that $300 or $400 purchase, because Transformers did that Victory Saber figure.
Yeah.
Under $200, still a HasLab product.
Mm-hmm.
It could, like you said, a better scaled Mighty Morphin Megazord to go with your Lightning Collection figures, even if it is just for display.
Yeah. I think selfishly, that's what I'm hoping. But, people agree in the chat. Cy Tyson, I totally agree with John. He makes great points in regards to Power Rangers. I think you make great points in general, John. But yes, about Power Rangers as well. A Voltron-esque Power Megazord would be incredible. Yeah, I mean, Playmates just did it not that long ago, and it's great. It's not perfect. It's not die cast. It's not super premium looking, but it's, it sits here, and I think it looks really good. It's a big Voltron. You picked that one up too, right? Or
I
no?
did, yeah. I had sold it since.
Okay, but it was awesome. You'd be cool with a Megazord similar to that, right?
Yeah, they could do it individually boxed,
Yeah.
individual Zords, not like those. They did the Mighty Morphin Megazord where they did like 2 Zords
Mm-hmm.
per package, and
Yeah.
it was only like an 8-inch figure. It was
Yeah.
awful.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it immediately got clearanced.
It did. It did. So would really like to kind of set it up there. Alan Johnson makes a good point. HasLab Megazord is in a weird spot, though. You can already buy an expensive soul of is it Chogokin?
Yes.
Chogokin?
Chogokin.
Die cast Megazord. It would really just be a gigantic plastic one. But again, I think those Solo Chagogans are like this big, right? They're not
Yeah,
like
they're not like super jumbo sized.
no. I kind of want a Sentinel sized one if HasLab does it. And I think that's how you differentiate it enough from the Solo Chikogan line. But even then, the Solo Chikogan Voltron, right, is considered the best Voltron ever. But I have the Playmates one, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna think I have one just as good as that. It isn't, but it's good enough for me.
Right.
I mean, and cheaper. But it's a good point nonetheless, Alan. Give us each Zord / dinosaur / animal. Agreed. They should start post Mighty Morphin with Bandai Legacy, Solo Chikogan, and Hasbro Kids versions. That Megazord is so covered that they might undercut their own sales if they just do another. That's where I think HasLab maybe separates enough, but I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a good point, Stephen Fox.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we should start with space. Space Megazords, the Delta, Astro.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be so good.
Yep. I'd be down for it. Comics says apparently there's been leaks online of some type of Megazord and Dragon Zord coming around $200 ish. So,
so maybe
the SOC is about 12-13 inches. Yeah, which again, it's a really nice scale, but I want big. I want a big one.
You got to take the shelf out of a Detolf big.
Exactly. Exactly. And it would pair so well with my X-Men Sentinel display. That'd be perfect. Again, that's just me being selfish. David V, a HasLab Ecto-1 Plasma series that is in the same scales of figures would be awesome. Agreed. And speaking of which, let's move along here to Ghostbusters because it is 10 minutes. So it's 12:15. Let me see if I can make this text bigger. It's really small. It is 12:15 to 12:25 because there is no product reveals being done for Ghostbusters. I'm sorry, you get this. And especially from me, you get a come on, Hasbro.
Terrible.
John, what's your thoughts?
I have a bit of a theory of that 10-minute time slot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Power Rangers is essentially getting about an hour, right, between product panel and show panel.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a little long. I think they probably had things planned, but because the retro collection has been canned.
Is that official though? Like I made that video, but it kind of seems like it.
I think it's official. It's kind of, I think the writing's on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Especially they would be able to show us retro stuff without spoiling movie product.
Exactly.
So my theory is they did essentially have retro stuff to show, but because that's done, they need to lengthen the time of everything else around it, even if it's just 5 minutes per panel.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll say, "Oh, well, we'll give you 10 minutes," and it'll be just as crappy as last year. It's going to be like it's going to look like we're on public access, and it's going to be terrible.
Well, they have no new toy reveals, but we have plenty of exciting things to share, including exclusive Ghostbusters Afterlife clip. So that's cool, I guess. But what else do they have to share if there are no toy product reveals, other than your point, some really lame segment of some sort?
They're going to show us the Ghost Poppers again.
So this time, we're re-releasing the Ghost Poppers, but in purple. Oh, my goodness. And really think Retro Collection was that prototypical movie billboard spot and not a real line. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we're going to Ghostbusters there. If it isn't real Ghostbusters, I'm not really interested. And even then, it would have to be Super 7 doing them. I agree. Like, I think at this point, and, as I've reorganized my room and, like, my Ghostbuster, my non-Kenner Real Ghostbuster setup, which is right over there, I've realized that there's not a holistic Ghostbusters line where I want to buy every single piece, like Motu Origins, like Super 7 TMNT Ultimates. Like, I don't have that for Ghostbusters. other than picking up, the random stuff that's getting released right now, which is cool that it exists, but I'm kind of like, it's like, help me, Super 7, you're my only hope. Like, I think that's a real Ghostbusters Ultimates line is probably my only hope of having like a continuing collection where I will have a display of like a one holistic toy collection outside of the vintage Kenner stuff.
Yep.
And I think that's it. Country Boy 9 re-release, real Ghostbusters original toys. I missed them last year. Got an Ecto 1 with nobody in it. That's weird too. Like the Ecto 1, like they even black out the figure so they're not selling. It's just it was a weird approach. Awesome, we got it. Really cool re-release, but still kind of a weird approach. All right, let's move on because we're short on time. Transformers. John, what do you think here from the Transformers crew? Product panel that's might be the longest one. That looks like 45 minutes. 12:45 to 1:30. So that means they got a lot of stuff to share.
Yeah.
So we've got first wave of Transformers Generations, Transformers Hall of Fame, and favorite beasts. Lastly, behold, as we unveil a Unicron companion pack to help you bring the epic final battle of Transformers the Movie to life with Ben Burnley, lead singer of Breaking Benjamin. Oh, interesting. So is he going to sing, "He's got the touch. He's got the power"?
Could be.
All right. John, or given the clues here, what do you think?
I'm going to say Generation stuff will be more Kingdom releases from the Netflix series.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, that could be anything.
True.
Could be G1 reissues, could be studio series that have kind of gone up in price, gotten pretty valuable. It's hard to say.
Well, I guess they're just inducting actual contributors to the brand, so it's not even a toy line.
Oh, lame. I don't know. They're probably going to have updates for that Victory Saber, the Hasbro project.
Yep. Let's see what the chat has to say. A Unicron companion pack. Yeah, cue the music. Viper. I expect big things from Transformers. And let's see. Geeky Scouser. Ghostbusters is on the 22nd, so tomorrow for 2 minutes. 10 minutes. 12:15 to 12:25. Thereabouts. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I got my $750 Optimus Prime. I keep saying the price because it hurts every time I say it, and I want it to hurt. It's incredible. It's amazing. I'm still working on the video on it. It takes a little bit longer. There's a lot more features and stuff like that, and I've been slammed at work. But so it's incredible. It literally, it's the only toy I've ever bought that Colleen was like, "Wow, that's amazing." Which is saying something, because she usually like, "You're an idiot. Why'd you spend money on this?" I think she still said that, but she said it's still amazing.
You're less of an idiot.
Maybe she didn't say that, but that's how I'm interpreting it to make myself feel a little bit better. So my prediction is, will there be a new Robosin transforming robot Optimus Prime? Or not Optimus Prime, a different character. And I'm going to wish list Soundwave, because between Ultra Magnus, Optimus, and Soundwave's my favorite Decepticon. I would love a Soundwave. Even though they probably do Megatron if they did one.
But, I mean, Megatron would be a tank, because they're obviously not going to make him a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool, but Soundwave would be so much better. Especially if they put real speakers in him.
Oh yeah.
Not just for the voice activation stuff, but for music. So you could just stream right to Soundwave.
Make him a Bluetooth speaker. That'd be awesome. I know this is a long shot, but if they did that, I can't believe I spent that much money on a Transforming Optimus Prime. Let me just say that.
in your head, you're spending Soundwave money right now.
I am, and that's the absurdity of it, because even when I got it, I felt bad for buying it, and it is incredible, and I think it's really, really. I'm very thankful I have it. But like, if that thing, and it's already reselling for more than what I paid for it, the Optimus, and if it gets if it gets high enough, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that thing will probably get sent on to its next home, because I see some sell for over $1,000 or whatever. So like, that's
You know what would be really good?
what?
Not only just Bluetooth,
Mm-hmm.
if it played actual cassettes, because they're coming back. If you go to a music shop right now, there's
Mm-hmm.
a cassette section.
Mm-hmm.
So even though that technology is so dated and probably would be hard to produce.
But they do it. You can, because you're right. Like, records are the most purchased physical form of music, which is insane if you think
Mhm.
about it. But cassettes are also, like, you can go buy cassettes, to your point. Difference though is records sound amazing when you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Cassettes still don't sound that great. Like, there's no world where they sound good. But it's a popular retro thing, and you're right. That would be amazing if they made a robot sound wave that played tapes. More realistic would probably be a Bluetooth speaker, but that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So anywho, yeah, that's what Megatron won't be a gun. It's gonna be a tank if they do it. Alan, if they do a sound wave, those cassettes better shoot out. Oh man, what if it shot out and then it was like, was it Bakugan or something, where they roll the ball
Oh,
and
yeah, and it
turn
would
into the,
transform just from hitting the
yeah,
floor. Yeah.
exactly. And then do that with the cassettes.
And then, like, Ravage jumps out, and then he starts walking around.
Man, if that started walking around, we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
We just made a $2,000 sound wave.
But I'm just saying, if the Optimus becomes really, really valuable, I'll just sell that and then get the sound wave. Oh man. I knew. All right. So anything else for Transformers before we move on?
No, that's all I got.
Okay. Hasbro, Star Wars. God, I feel like they reveal Star Wars stuff all the time, but we're gonna have more reveals for Black Series and Vintage Collection. I was trying to run through like what they haven't done yet, but I think we can almost all guarantee that there will be another repaint of the Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna step it up. It's not gonna be a credit collection or the carbonized. There's gonna be one more.
Mm-hmm. And what's
They
that gonna be?
Oh, man. I don't know. We're just stealing your money collection.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what they do, because I would love this. I think I've said it before on a prediction. I think it was in our 2021 toy predictions that we would get I think it was mine, that we would get a book of Boba Fett, which they unveiled that look in the retro line, I think a week or two ago. But have we gotten a Black Series version of like the dark undersuit Boba Fett yet?
I think it's been announced.
Has it? Okay, I haven't seen a
Yeah,
picture.
because they do that pipeline thing now where they just show you a photo of the actor
Mm,
or a comic character or
yeah,
whatever it is. And it's like, it's coming. It's just not done yet.
yeah.
It'll be here in 2024.
So, given the timing, this is right before Book of Boba Fett in December. That's my guess. Is probably a lot of Book of Boba Fett stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess some Cassian Andor stuff.
Yes, that too. Yeah, I would love for some Star Wars Visions stuff. Did you watch that at all? The series of like anime shorts, but through
No,
the
not yet.
context. It's really good. If you are cool with anime, it's done in that style, but there's some just really cool, they're little vignettes really. And they're all really good. Like, there wasn't a clunker in the bunch for me. So I would love to see some Star Wars Visions characters as well. Ooh, this is a great one, Geeky Scouser. With the Black Series Mando Luke. Maybe like one where he's got with one of the shadow troopers, whatever, the
Um,
super troopers, whatever. But he's like, have one that's crunched up so he can have like a fist. Where he's like,
oh, what are those things called? It's gonna bug me.
um, Yeah.
That
Oh,
would be cool.
Boy has a great next level from Carbonize. Diamondize Mando.
With Swarovski crystals.
Ends with, we all look forward to your impressions of Razor Crest, currently set to deliver in spring 2023. Good night. Yeah, I think the delays of Razor Crest are kind of crazy. But you just keep looking at pictures of the cargo ships that are all backed up. It shouldn't be a shocker. Death Troopers, Dark Troopers. I think it's Dark Troopers. Mando Ahsoka, yeah, that'd be great as well. Alan, agree with that one. HasLab, we know what it's gonna be. They spoiled it last time. So, they already said here Rancor. And somebody, I can't remember who asked in the beginning, what do you think Rancor is gonna go for? We know it's gonna be Rancor. Let's predict final sticker price.
$350.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm only saying $350 because it's probably like $150, $180 figure. But I think they're going to set the bar high just for the add-ons. I think it would be cool to have almost like a backdrop display, maybe like the gate, something to put behind him. We don't need 3 walls, just maybe 1 wall. I think that would be great.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I agree. You're right, and I think a lot of people are saying 250, but I think you're right, John. They'll throw in a bunch of pack-ins and to get it across the $300 mark. Country Boy says $299. Comweb $1, Bob. It's a good play. But yeah, I think you're right on the money there, John. I think it's definitely they've gotten the taste for that mid 300s,
Yeah.
50. They're not going to let that go.
Not for a Star Wars toy.
Not for, they're like, for a Star Wars? Hell no. 350. At least 350 for them Star Wars. Steven Fox says Rancor add-ons that tie into Book of Boba Fett. It's his pit now. Good point. Do they have a new Rancor though? Because Rancor was killed. Damn Nash. Your paycheck and a favor owed sometime down the road. Oh my God. So there you go. There's our day 1 predictions. We'll see who comes true. No, they are. If you missed it, Geeky, they will not announce. Well, no new product. They said so. It's only 10 minutes, so they're going to show a clip. That's about it. Yeah, Michael. About Tree Fitty. You know what that dragon want? Dragon want Tree Fitty. All right. Day 2, much lighter on day 2. Well, I guess things that we would care about, but some heavy hitters. You got G.I. Joe. And assume there'll be some classified stuff here and things along those lines, right? So what's your kind of like, who needs a classified figure that doesn't have one yet?
I'm gonna go right back to it and say Alley Viper. Been on the package forever now.
Yeah.
Still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
We need a Cobra Bat.
Yes.
We need another green shirt. Like like they did Breaker with the Cycle.
Yep.
They need to do, some other classic character for the Joes.
Agreed.
And Shipwreck.
Yep. Shipwreck would be awesome. I want a Fridge figure. That's what I want.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. Shipwreck and Polly. Yeah, Shipwreck. That'd be a huge one. No GI no for me unless they're original. Yeah, I think there's some classic characters you get to there, but Shipwreck would be pretty dope. Shipwreck really dope. John Norton checking before class, thought of you guys went to my local antique shop and one of the sellers had an original animated series April O'Neil figure. John, I think those are standard issue for all antique stores, right, John? I think everyone I've been into has a carded April O'Neil figure.
It's like a rite of passage for any sort of vintage store. It's like when any store makes their first dollar and hangs it on the wall.
Yes.
Any vintage used goods store gets an April.
Yeah. And there's something to like toy hunting at a flea market or something. You're kind of looking around and you see like a cardboard box from a distance, and you see that classic bricked Ninja Turtle card back from a distance, and you see a few of them in there, like, oh yeah. So you run over, and then you look, and they're all April. Which I feel bad because April's great. April's great.
But it's the case with every April they've made so far. I mean, the
Mhm.
cave April is everywhere.
Yeah.
Every stripes, no stripes, orange, blue, doesn't matter.
Yep. Stephen Fox shipwreck stuck on a Chinese barge off the shore of California. Absolutely. Let's see. Ooh, dropped out of classifieds, went all in on the 25th anniversary line. It's a very big line. It's probably cheaper, right? Than
No.
Oh, it's 25th crazy?
Yeah.
Wow.
25th is like off the rails right now.
That's crazy because I bought most of those when they were clearance at Ross and stuff like that. All the characters I wanted from that.
Yeah. I mean, carded figures, I want to say even like the cheapest carded figures are like $20, anywhere from like 20 to like $80 now for carded figures.
I should have kept mine on the card.
Should have kept them at all.
God, it's just every time. Sergeant Slaughter and the Slaughters Marauders. That'd be a collector's edition. Serpentor, absolutely.
Yep, I bet Serpentor is going to be the next vehicle figure pack-in set.
Good call. That's a really good call. I also need a line of TV trays. Bring back the TV tray. 25th is a lot, probably more now. Yeah, I guess I was out of the loop on 25th anniversary figures. I still have some carded ones that I picked up at Ross in a box somewhere. I got to see which ones they are. They're probably ones that aren't worth anything, but still, heck.
Probably more than what you paid at Ross.
Definitely. Promise they had that big Ross sticker though, like put on there. All right, there's G.I. Joe. Avalon Hill. I'm not cool. I don't know what this is.
Nope. Sounds like a offshoot of Dawson's Creek. Avalon Hill.
That's a good one. I was thinking like one of those companies that contributes to a zombie outbreak. It's like,
oh yeah, like the Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah. It's like Avalon Hill products for the future, and then it's just like downfall. Right?
And then there's just a sign. This is dead inside.
Yeah. Fortnite. I don't do Fortnite.
No, crickets. Nothing.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Fortnite kids out there. I'm sure there's gonna be something pretty cool. Well, they've done some like crossovers. I think I said it last time. A Fortnite Ghostbuster would be cool.
I think there is.
Right. They're doing a Peter Venkman, aren't they?
I seen it today or yesterday. They're doing like a level or a add-on for the Fortnite game, I think, where you can be a Ghostbuster.
Yeah. I think you're right.
You gonna start playing Fortnite?
Nope. If that can't get me in, I'm not gonna do it. Board games. Avalon Hill is board games, so there you go. Nerf has 3 sections.
Oh my god.
As I love Nerf still with my kids today. Nerf is so much fun. The guns and everything. It's so much fun. But I don't know if I need 2 hours of it, or I guess it's almost an hour. Thereabouts. Actually, it's not even that long. They just have 3 sections. Okay, cool. So I guess maybe they're gonna do like movie tie-ins. I know they did that Aliens one. They're doing some others. So cool. Magic the Gathering. Maybe. I was a big MTG fan once upon a time. Don't partake anymore. Had an amazing sliver deck that was ruthless. And then you tuck in Weezer. Here's a prediction. What 3 songs do they play?
I'm trying to think what could go with toys. But
I was like, definitely Beverly Hills. I was like,
yes, Beverly Hills. I mean, the songs that I want to hear.
But they're not going to play those.
Oh, I know.
It's gonna be Beverly Hills. Africa, their cover of Africa.
Oh, no, I hope not.
And some new single.
Well, maybe they'll do the sweater song just to do something for the OGs.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to do Sweater Song. They're not going to do Buddy Holly. They're not going to do it. We just need to accept it.
Or there'll just be 3 songs that they wrote just for this, because they would do that.
That would be fun, though. Actually, I'd be kind of cool with that. Pork and Beans, In the Garage, Take on Me. Good picks, Nick Billinger. In the Garage. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I dig Weezer. They're cool. I'm down.
I like Weezer.
Get. That's a big get. Riley Bob, heyo, at work at the moment, but hoping PulseCon delivers more than disappointment. I hate to break it to you, Riley Bob. I feel like the tradition of PulseCon is disappointment. So we'll see if they can turn it around this year.
Yeah. Most things that people look forward to have already been leaked.
You know, it's a really fun game. Actually, I think every time I get into it really hard, and then I spend a lot of money, and then I get burnt out, and it's just a cycle. And I think that's the tough part about it is you just have to keep buying more cards to stay current, and it gets really expensive for a game. That's always been my problem. And then we close with Marvel Legends. We're going to get a sneak peek of upcoming never before seen Marvel action figures, plus some special surprises as well. So, what's an unseen Marvel action figure, John?
Okay. So they've done 3 or 4 series of the retro style. And I don't mean like the 4-inch. I mean like the Toy Biz style cards.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they've done Fantastic Four, I'm going to say they're going to do Iron Man animated series card back next.
Oh, nice. They have not done that one. That's a good call.
Because that's all, right? That's all that's left outside X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the other figures, like big characters like Punisher, he was on a Spider-Man card.
Yep.
But the ones that like had their own series, I think Iron Man's the only one that's left.
Yep. Agreed. That's a good call out for retro. I don't think I have anything else like on terms of my want list. Like, is there any of like the Jim Lee X-Men that we haven't gotten yet, like the 90s X-Men that's missing? Have we gotten like a good Magneto yet?
Oh yeah, there's been a ton of Magnetos.
But like of that style, I maybe I just never found one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what series it was. Was it the first Jubilee wave? The Toys R Us Jubilee wave Magneto? I mean, I know like that wave was impossible to find. But I swear that they've done one correct.
I never found the Jubilee wave, so this one doesn't exist to me. But okay, but I want them to re-release and see. I don't like that head sculpt either, but I would like a nice I need a good Magneto. But is that the most 90s looking one
that I can think of? Yeah. I mean, there might be more.
Mm-hmm. Anybody in the chat? I want to say, but 90s morph, 90s morph would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I need a good Magneto for my display because I have everybody else. The past few Magnetos have been like the Apocalypse one or the X House of X. Yeah, this one. These are the 2 that I've seen recently. This one and this one.
What about the one that came with the Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch?
Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch.
Oh, you have the picture up there right now.
Where?
It's the second row down towards the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Is that out right now? Can I buy it? Nope.
You can probably pick it up on eBay, just the Magneto.
Yeah, that's all I want. I just want that Magneto. But, put him on a retro card and then save me the time and hassle.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
And put those little magnetic accessories in with him that were totally pointless.
I love those little accessories.
That's another thing that's like leech in collections.
Yeah.
I always find those things.
Yeah, the Magneto this Kids 2-pack. And even that one just doesn't quite nail it for me. So maybe like that figure as your base and then put on a retro card. I'd really like that. He's been trying to find that Magneto loose on eBay and he goes for so much. See, just re-release him, tweak him a little bit, put him on a retro card, be done with it. Throw in some lame magnetic accessories, and then we're good to go.
That's all I could think of for 90s figures. I'm sure there is an abundance of characters, but I'm not so much a Marvel guy.
I'm sure there's a bajillion. Man, I really hope you guys are truly wrong about Canada the Real Ghostbusters time officially being canceled. To me, I was not 100% sure until this list came out. Because you don't, to John's point, you don't need put Jonathan's thing back up here. You don't need to have, character reveals to hold back because the movie's not out yet for retro. You don't. And so the fact that they're not showing any retro product or Kenner Classics product in this tells me that it's if not dead, it's dormant because there's not going to be anything in the next 6 months or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's not canceled.
If not canceled, dormant, and maybe not till another Ghostbusters movie comes out.
Yeah. Maybe they just put the brakes on it because of the whole problems with customs, and all the barges off the coast not being able to come in. Because really, what's the point of making new product when you can't get it in to the countries it needs to go to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe they're just waiting for the shelves to clear, so to speak.
Yeah. To wait and see. Steven says it's the 30th anniversary of X-Men animated show next year, so you might get a Toon Magneto then. That's fine.
Wow. That makes me feel so old.
Right? I remember like when it came on, like I remember it was just this new thing, this new shit. X-Men arcade style X-Men would be incredible. That'd be awesome. I love that Pride of the X-Men look of all of them. Brown suit Wolvie is my favorite. I have the one they released right there. There he is. But then I've got the yellow one. Right, he's going up Sentinel's arm right there. Gotta have them both. I mean, what exactly was the point of 7 months ago? Hasbro directly asking us fans what it's true. I agree. I agree, Jonathan. But why? This is your big Hasbro event. You have a block to fill with Ghostbusters, and you've done nothing. And again, if you want to say they're holding stuff back, and clear there because we still don't have a Phoebe. I think we have like one Phoebe figure. There's no Plasma Series Phoebe, and to not even show us that, like a Plasma Series Phoebe, I think is telling that they're holding. I would guess holding some stuff back because the movie's not out yet. And then also, there's no classics because there's no spoiler for the Kenner Classics.
Mm-hmm.
So again, help me, Super 7. You're my only hope. Like that's all I'm hoping now is they'll do an Ultimates Kenner real Ghostbusters, not just Kenner, but real Ghostbusters line. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. And on that note, we're way over the 30 minutes that I told John I needed for this today. So that is it for this special lunchtime edition of Toy Geeks. We will be here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. with Ryan from Yes Have Some on Hasbro PulseCon Day 1. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and that bell icon to be notified once I post this episode link. Probably around 7 o'clock tomorrow, but we will be here 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow for Day 1, and that's on tomorrow, Friday. And then on Saturday at 9 o'clock, Day 2 recap with Mad Hatter reviews. It's gonna be a fun weekend, John. What do you think? There?
It is. I'm psyched. It's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be a great time. Nick Dillinger, good to see you. Good to see you, everybody. It's gonna be. Do you think Mark Pascal series? I don't think so. But thank you to everyone joining us on this special lunch break edition. And yeah, exactly. Oh snap! Yes, Have Some Hatter crossover. You're bringing the families, the toy YouTuber families coming to the table to talk about all the reveals this weekend. So until then, tomorrow, hasta luego.